Hey guys. Um, so I just realized like 5 minutes ago that you guys have absolutely just seen me at my worst ever. And I can't even believe that I'm putting these on social media, but this is this is the face of Lyme. 1 minute you're okay and the next minute you're not, and this is what treatment looks like. It's no joke. Um, so anyway, sorry about that other video. Man, it is gone like a fart in the wind. It's just gone. So my IT guy is at home. Not exactly convenient to call IT and say, "Oh my God, what did I do to my video?" It's gone. So it's the eve of hyper number 2. As I predicted, Isabella is throwing a temper tantrum about having to take a shower. We're just gonna, like, I'm downstairs in my mother and her room, and I can hear her stomping down the hallway upstairs because she prefers to shower in my bathroom up here. And so it's just epically funny, and I'm trying not to poke the bear because that's just even more fun sometimes. You just, come on. How can you not antagonize a teenager who's being ridiculous? But I was a good mom, and I kept my mouth shut. She's just a little fragile, and I get it. So I'm trying to be nice. Chatted with some people that went through their second hyperthermia. Out of the 4 original that I went with last week, 2 of us have been changed. So Boston, she was just like, it was way different. Woke up like, boom, ready to rock and okay, craving apparently chocolate and Coke, which apparently she like successfully bartered with her teenager. So I'm kind of excited about that whole prospect, which I know my mom won't cave, but I'm going to try anyway. And then St. Louis, he was like, oh, so much easier to recover, not a big deal. But here's the reality. There are a few where number 2 just sucks way worse than number 1 for whatever reason, whether it's slow metabolism of the die-off, slow detox process, which happens to be my forte. So we're just going to have to see, we're playing craps. We just don't know. So I have high hopes. So yeah, I just started to have a little bit of a herx again today, but caught it super early. And the name of that drug, okay. I call it Voltaren, but I think it's Voltaren, or however, but it's Voltaren. I also had a massive headache, like hangover kind of headache, like just earlier. And so I got an anti-inflammatory for that, like Motrin or whatever. So the Zoltarin, it is an over-the-counter. It is one of the original NSAIDs, but it doesn't like work on a headache. It works specifically on muscle groups and joints from how it was explained. And so you bet your sweet ass I'm going across the street to the pharmacy and getting, I don't even know how many boxes of that stuff, because that was freaking fantastic. Yeah, like an over the counter. So there you go. Dr. Douwes gave a talk on Tuesdays. If he is in the country, he gives talks every Tuesdays at 3:00. So they're going to start putting it on people's schedules. So if you're coming to the clinic Tuesdays, 3:00 in the back dining room, he gives a talk. It was very, very interesting. It was about parasites and gut health. He's working with Harvard right now they're doing a study on Lyme and autism. If I recall that correctly, don't quote me because I did not check my notes before doing this video. We did talk about the vagus nerve and basically how brain number 1, gut's brain number 2, and then the microbiome is actually brain number 3. And how your gut health just really affects how your body detoxes and how your brain functions and how the neurotoxins build, et cetera, et cetera. You know, he was really clear on 4 weeks of doxy, 4 weeks of antibiotics is literally a 6-month leaky gut protocol. That part I remember very, very clearly. So if any of you are on doxy, you should be on a leaky gut protocol, you know, including, you know, Saccharomyces boulardii, or Sacro B is what I call it. Claire Labs makes a phenomenal Sacro B probiotic, as well as their Therabiotic Complete. So check out Claire Labs. Talked about fermented foods and all these other kind of things. And so what I'll do is I'll actually go through my notes again and do a little video on that, because it was a very well spent hour and a half, to chat with him about things like that. A question that was brought up was about, you know, pregnancy, post-treatment. And he has now had several, and I can't remember, I want to say more than half a dozen women that have gone through treatment, and they have had successful pregnancies with no signs of any Lyme. I mean, the babies have been tested, everyone is clean, good to go. So that was a question by another Boston young lady who is in her early 20s, which was, you know, a huge load off my mind, because I know, you know, Bella has been like, you know, I could give it to my kid. Cam got it. I mean, we don't have an absolute positive IGeneX test, but you can't tell me that it's not neuro Lyme. I mean, you can, but I'm most likely not going to believe you, because he can't talk. You know, the kid cannot form words, period. He's found other ways to communicate. He's a really creative soul. His need for vibration through banging things or music and things of that nature. I mean, it's just all neuro. So anyway, it was really an interesting talk that he gave, and so I'll go through all of that. We sat down with Dr. T. The dude's got to be like 6'3". He barely fits through the doors here. And we went through the dark field and really kind of went through the whole parasite thing, and the fact that we need to get some, you know, stool samples when we get home to be 100% sure. I did get my supplement list, which of course I left downstairs because I'm just still fried and mentally preparing, you know, for tomorrow morning. Bright and early for my 5:30 a.m. enema. I know you guys are so jealous. I know you are. It's okay. You too can have one. Should be a selling point. Welcome to the Klinik St. George. Anyway, so that's kind of the spiel for this evening. Just kind of kept a low profile today, trying to reserve some energy. Blue light really helped with the headache, magnetic field, ozone air, you know, the foot bath, the whole 9 yards, the colon cleansing. Can't forget that whole hour of my life. So yeah, so I'm really hoping Mom hits the therms while we're knocked out. But from what I could see, everyone kind of popped up pretty quick after today's treatment. And there was only one first-timer. I also from the Boston area. So apparently all these guys are with the program at the Spalding Hospital, or the Spalding program. And it seems to me, or that it's been relayed to me, that Dr. Douwes was invited by Harvard, and he went and he gave a talk. And then there was all these people that were in the Lyme program, and they're all coming, and they're coming in stages. So it's been really interesting to see them all together, you know, that they all have this huge history, and yet they're not clicky and clinging to each other, but really, you know, just being very social with everybody else and very welcoming. And it's just been really nice. You know, one of them is, you know, one of the Reiki, oh my God, dude, this is how tired I am. And so she was, their therapist, and she's here for her own treatment. And it's been really beautiful to watch the degree of respect of like, we are all patients here, and we are all here to just love and support each other while also maintaining our own boundaries. So you can only imagine you have a whole bunch of sick people locked up kind of in a building, depending on their level of wellness and being able to go in and out. The drama can be started really quickly and nipped every time. Everyone's like, everyone's here to get well. And that means all this nonsense, it's got to go. Can't have it. And so it's been really nice from the psych piece to not feel this need to, let someone unload or to help someone process or, to do the things that, I'm normally prone to do. And to really just be able to concentrate on myself. It's been hard, I'm not gonna lie, but it's also been really a great life lesson. And I think it's someone who has a chronic illness, not Lyme, any chronic illness. Those boundaries are so hard to set. And oh my God, it took me forever. And I'm really wanting to carry that lesson that I've incorporated of, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say can't. And God loved the Germans. You go to Gabby's office and you're like, hey, Gabby, can I come talk to you sometime today? She'll flat out tell you today is not a good day. Like the chances of that happening are like 1 in a gazillion. So why don't you come back tomorrow? Or she'll say, you know what? After 3 would be really great. Everyone around here is so great with those boundaries. And everyone like Gabby, she's been here for over 20 years. These are lessons to not be butthurt about. They're lessons to take and be like, you know what? I have to respect that and thank you for having that boundary. And then have those for yourself in your own life. You guys, it's okay to say, you know what? I'm sorry, but I can't make cupcakes for that bake sale. I can't. It's okay to say, you know what? I'm sorry, but I can't chaperone that field trip. It's okay to say, I have to reschedule that IEP or whatever it is that you've got going on. It's okay to say, I'm sorry, but today is not a good day. Can we try tomorrow? If you need that mental health day, take it. Don't make excuses. Say, I need a mental health day. I need to recharge. I need to go be by myself. Who gives a shit? It's none of their business. But you can just say, I need a day. That has been one of the hardest lessons for me to learn, and that is one that I am absolutely hoping that I carry forward. So, from the eve of hyper number 2, and I always keep telling everyone, they're like, what are you doing tomorrow? What are your therapies? I'm like, oh, I'm cooking in the oven. Like a roast. I keep saying I go in, but I don't come out any smaller. I don't understand how this is happening. How is it that I can cook at 106.8 degrees for 2 hours and not have lost any weight? There's something not right about that whole thing. Anyway, love and light, health and wellness to all of you. 2 more steps. And breathe some fresh air, feel the sun on your face, hug the people you love, go out at night, see the stars, do something good for your soul. It'll help you in all those rough patches. And I will see you guys on the flip side of cooking session number 2. Good night. Have a great one, you guys. Bye.